I think we can all agree that nothing is worse than buying a new item of clothing, pants, jacket, shirt, or skirt, just for it not to fit. Or to try something on that you really like, just for it not to fit you correctly. For today's video, I'm going to give you the #1 piece of advice to make sure your clothes always fit you perfectly. I'm going to show you exactly how I make sure my clothes fit me perfectly, as well as a few tips on how to style something you might not think works, but show you how to make it work for you in the long run. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Drew. What it do? It's nice to meet you. Let's talk tailoring.
One of the most common pieces of fashion advice that I hear on the internet is to tailor your clothing. But what does it actually mean to do that? What do you tell your tailor in order to get the results you want? How much does it cost? And where do you go to find the best tailors in your city? In my case, New York City. We're gonna try to answer all of those questions and more so that at the end of this video, you understand exactly what it means to tailor your clothes.
The best way to find a reputable tailor is to ask someone you know who's received their services before. Today, I'm going to a shop in New York City called Grailed. It's a beast of a shop that sells curated vintage, has its own cut and sew production, does upholstery, and provides tailoring services. I learned about them via a friend, and by the end of this video, you'll see why it's so great. If you don't have anyone to recommend you a shop, here are some options in New York City that I've been recommended. Stanton Tailor Shop in Lower East Side, Eva Joan in the West Village, and Chasing Tailor in Williamsburg. So for this round of tailoring, I'm going to ask Katie to help me alter 3 items. 1 pair of baggy pleated trousers that are just too big in the waist to wear, and 2 button-up shirts that I want to do something special with. Let's start with the pants.
Right now, I have a pair of pants that I'm gonna try on and show you guys how wide they are in the waist, how big they are in the waist, and then Katie's gonna walk me through kind of what she recommends to get these fitting the way that they're intended to fit on this body. Perfect. These are the pants, and as you can see, they're a bit wide here, but I kind of like the way that they fall, but I just want to get the waist taken care of, and I think that's what we're going to be focusing on here.
Yeah.
And obviously, once you take the waist in, they might come up a little bit higher, but I think that there's enough to where it'll still fall where I want it to fall.
Agreed.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that these are a size 36, and I usually sit around 34, 32. I just want them to, I mean, ideally without a belt would be awesome.
Okay.
But if that makes them rise up a little bit too high, then I don't really want that.
This is about 4 inches.
4 inches. That looks pretty good.
Yeah. I wouldn't suggest taking all of it from here.
Yeah, because it's gonna be weird, right? Yeah,
There's
before.
I would actually say I think it will look better if we deepen these vents in the front, these pleats, and take the volume in here.
Yeah.
And I think they'll look cool.
I think that would look cooler too.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I had not thought about that before coming, that if you deepen the pleat, it'll just make it look that much more, I guess, just cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be a nice exaggerated pleat.
Yeah.
And I don't think the length is affected enough that you need to, I don't think we need to touch the length.
Yeah.
You want to try them with the shoe?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
see. Yep.
That is one thing that you must do, is that if you're getting your pants tailored, always try it on with a pair of shoes that so you can see where it falls, right?
Exactly.
I love that you said that.
Same, anything with suiting too, you want to, like when you're measuring how much break to leave in the leg. But same with dresses, actually. A lot of, depending the footwear for, especially like traditional women's wear, anything with a heel is going to adjust your posture.
Yeah, totally.
So it's always important to have the shoe, for formal occasions more specifically, to have the intended shoe. I mean, I don't think it needs much more than that. We can just open this. Don't mind my, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, we can just open this and pull the pleat back into the same position.
Perfect.
And we'll put the belt loops back on.
I actually don't want to take these off because these are, but I'll do it right now. Yeah, exactly.
To summarize, Katie plans to deepen the pleats of these trousers to call in the excess fabric. It was something I had never experienced before and I thought it was genius. I decided to take in sizing on the waist. You can also ask your tailor to taper your pants to repair holes or damage, as well as hemming your dress, skirt, or whatever pair of trousers you have. Anything you can conceive can be achieved with a skilled tailor. Let me show you what I mean.
Let's just talk a little bit about ideas for these, okay? That looks like something like this.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
So something like this, we could keep the stripes at the top.
Yeah.
We could add length. We could add body. Essentially add the body of the gray to the body of the stripe.
Yeah.
And then open the sleeves, add the sleeve underneath, so you would have like gray supporting color blocking
That
in
would
the
be
underarms.
really, really sweet.
And then the bottom. And then it might be nice to do, again, this straight hem. Where we took oversized shirts too. We kind of specialize in like size inclusivity and accommodation.
Yeah, I love that.
And so there's a lot of, there's a lot of people that aren't really invited to the fashion party based on their physique.
Yeah, for sure.
And so there are a lot of creative solutions for bringing garments closer to the body. And we did some very Margiela, like long darts on a button-up shirt.
Really?
To like fit, external darts, front and back. This is the engineered garments.
Yes.
I'm a really big fan of this collar.
Same.
And I think it'd be nice to start with this at the top.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And
this is why I actually picked up this piece, is because of this collar. I really love the collar.
That's one of my favorite shapes. This is wool.
Yeah.
This is really nice too.
Yeah, Todd Snyder. It was on sale. But I find that I don't wear it as much as, actually Lauren ends up wearing both of these more than me. Because of just, I want something more fun with them, I guess. And I think that's what we're gonna do here.
So I wanted to show you that Katie and I were essentially talking through ideas for what I wanted to get done on these shirts. I showed her some references on Pinterest and she was off to the races creatively with ideas. Katie has had an extensive career in the fashion industry and her skill set really shined through here. This is the value of a high skilled tailor, and the result of this shirt, which you'll see at the end of this video, was incredible. The next steps in this process involve waiting for your seamstress, in this case at Graceland, Tess, to finish up with the alterations. Tess ended up finishing this up in a week's time, but in most cases 1 to 2 weeks is normal. There's a little bit more behind the reason why I decided to choose Graceland as the destination to make this video. In part, it was because of Katie's passion as well as her mission. Let me show you what I mean.
What is Graceland? Let's start from the beginning. What is Graceland?
The initial idea was around conservation. Yeah. So I've been working with her selling vintage for around 20 years, over 20 years. And then we opened during COVID, and I knew prior to opening the shop, my job was in luxury in Soho. And I saw the kind of expectation that people in that price bracket have around things fitting them.
Yeah.
And that's not something that is available to people, if you have a marginalized body, like you are far more likely to have an underpaid job, or, you know what I mean? Presentation affects opportunity.
Absolutely.
Right? So that level of care and that level of detail, yes, there are tailoring shops, but I wanted to bring just my experience and my education to providing that to
for more people,
for my neighbors.
Yeah. So we're back in Queens at Graceland. It's been about a week later. We're gonna check in on the items that I had tailored and changed. It should be just about done. If not done, we'll film the process. Let's check out the work and the progress they've made.
So your pants are ready.
These are the guys.
Yeah.
Money. That just is perfect.
So this was the final result of the pants, and they came out perfectly in my opinion. I had asked Katie to help me make these pants wearable again, and she did exactly that. I can wear these with or without a belt. I love how the exaggerated pleat creates this gorgeous shape down the side of the trousers, and I mean, the proof is in the pudding. This is all it takes to make sure your clothes fit you perfectly.
Crazy. Yeah.
This is, yes,
Tess,
so we took
you
two
went
shirts.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, the collar.
you do. Look at the shape. That's really good.
And now for the shirt. This came out so much better than I could have ever imagined. The way Tess and Katie took my references and totally reinvented this shirt was unreal. Essentially, this was a fusion of two button-ups with some Graceland twists mixed in. We added the pocket from the green wool shirt, created an exaggerated and flowy underpiping under the arm, and attached the bottom of the green shirt to the top of the striped shirt. I was very, very pleased with how this ended up looking and how it ended up feeling. I feel like I'm going to be wearing this so much during the spring and the summer. What do you think? Is this shirt design something you'd buy or something you'd expect to be seen at a designer boutique in Soho?
The freaking video, we did it. That's so... I have no idea.
Honestly, the best part of what we do is like when people feel like that.
Yeah, this is like... I'm not gonna lie. It's so hard.
It's so good. It's so good. That's a real tight formula. With the pleats too. Stop it.
Getting something back from the tailor is a top 10 feeling, especially when it all comes together the way you want it to. But what if you don't have a Graceland in your current area, or your tailor is unable to help you? They say that, no, we can't do this, or we don't offer this. If they say that, find another tailor, but here's some other options too. There are a few cheat codes to styling or altering clothes that don't fit you perfectly, and I'm gonna give you those cheat codes. Take a look at these linen trousers. These are actually sold by Graceland and they fit a bit oversized in my waist, but I love the way that they fit down the leg. This is a common thing for me. It's the same thing that happened with the previous trousers. So in order to make these fit, I'm using this braided belt to help me out. Braided belts are great because they allow you to tighten to whatever measurement that your waist is while still looking stylish and while still giving enough decent amount of slack for the pants so it doesn't look ugly. Tip 1 is get a braided belt and use it when something's a bit too big, especially on fabrics like linen, cotton, things that are a bit more smoother and softer like these pants. This one is from A Kind of Guys, but you can get literally any version. Tip 2 is to buy or ask your tailor to help you implement sizing friendly features on your clothing. You can think of sizing friendly features as the following, like drawstrings on pants, or button cinches like this one from Stockbridge, and back cinches like this one from Full Count. Garments like these and others allow you to adjust the sizing as you see fit. And one thing that I've learned over the last couple of years is that our bodies change over time, no matter who you are. And having built-in size adjusters is such an easy way to save money on the long run from having to go out and buy new pants, or saving in the long run and having to go to the tailor. And if your clothes don't have these sizing friendly features, you can go to your tailor and you can see if they can implement something like that for you. I wouldn't be surprised if I asked Katie to do something like this, that Graceland would actually be able to pull it off. The final tip is that there is actually no such thing as perfection in fashion or in life. Let me give you an example. I had these jeans tailored 2 years ago, and while they look like they fit quote unquote perfect, there are subtle things that if I could, I would change. But learning to actually appreciate what you have, even if it's not 100%, is a lesson we can all benefit from. A tailor can help bring an item of clothing for you closer to that 100% perfection. But even still, nothing will fit you perfect forever. Your body will change, your idea of style will change, and that's okay. Fashion, to me, is about discovery, expression, and communication. Discovery meaning learning new things. Expression meaning a way to show an element within, and communication meaning a way to tell a story. If you learned something in this video or found it entertaining, give it a like, and if you want to see more from me, subscribe. As always, I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity in 2025. So that means I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity to you and everyone who's alive. Abianto, we'll see you in the next video. Abianto, peace. Yo, what is good post-vid? Here are the fist bumps for the one time. Bah! Bah! Thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. I wanted this video to be more educational in nature. So if you have someone in your life that you think could benefit from learning about how to make sure that their clothes fit them perfectly with tailoring, some of the tips and some of the tips that I give you guys in this video, share it with them. That's the only ask. That's the only request I have for the post-vid vid. Hashtag PVV if you have someone in mind. Hashtag PVV if something in this video was of value to you. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.